Claro Americas is part of ARMA Copyright Rica Marcubedville, a Mexican telecom group serving clients in Argentina, Brazil, Chile, Colombia, Costa Rica, the Dominican Republic, Ecuador, El Salvador, Guatemala, Honduras, Nicaragua, Panama, Paraguay, Peru, Uruguay. The company's name means bright, clear, or of course in Portuguese and Spanish. Argentina, Paraguay and Uruguay, headquartered in Córdoba, Argentina. Claro was launched in Argentina, Paraguay and Uruguay on March 25, 2008 in a rebranding of CTI Marcubedville. As of March 31, 2007, the former served more than 12,795 million subscribers on CDMA/1X at ET and GSM EDGE Wireless. CTI Marcubedville purchased Hutchison Telecommunications Paraguay in July 2005 to begin serving customers in that country. As of 2006, Claro competed with international operators such as Tigo, Personal and Vox. In these countries, the company used slogans such as simple as Claro and Claro is Internet Marcubedville de Alta Velocidad. Brazil. In Brazil, Claro was launched in 2003 with the merger of ARMA Copyright Rica Marcubedville-owned operators ATL, BCP, Americel, Tescelular and Claro Digital. Claro later expanded its service to the states of Bahia, Sergipe, Santa Catarina, Paraná and Minas Gerais. As of 2012, the provider is available in over 2,000 Brazilian cities. With competitor Vivo, Claro was one of two operators to introduce the iPhone 3G in Brazil, with TIM participating later. Claro Brazil also runs a pay TV service, Claro TV. Slogans used by the Brazilian branch include Na Cubes Escutamos, and Escola. Colombia. While Claro has developed a large market share in Colombia, data for prepaid customers indicates that Claro has lost market share to competing providers Tigo and Movistar. This may be due to Claro's position as the most expensive per-minute provider in the country's prepaid market. Tigo and Movistar offer prepaid customers flat-rate per-minute plans for calls placed to all mobile service providers and landlines within Colombia. The cheapest per-minute rate for Claro prepaid customers is 249 pesos per minute, a rate valid for only 9 preferred Claro numbers. Per-minute rates increase for calls to Claro numbers not on a customer's preferred list and all calls to other cell phone providers or landline numbers. Costa Rica. After the opening of telecommunications in Costa Rica when the monopoly of the ICE group was dissolved, the government opened a tender for telecommunications companies wishing to enter Costa Rica. Superintendencia de Telecomunicaciones of Costa Rica secured a license, and the company began offering lines on November 5, 2011 to users who had registered on their website or through social networks. Service began on November 11. Chile. Claro Chile was originally known as Charlesat PCS, which later renamed to Smartcom PCS. Claro was launched in Chile on August 6, 2006, after its acquisition of Smartcom PCS. Slogans such as Yo soy Claro, Y me gusta have appeared in advertisements. In the mobile operator segment, Claro is third in market share behind Movistar and Entel. Dominican Republic. Claro was launched in the Dominican Republic on January 31, 2007 after its acquisition of Verizon Dominicana on April 3, 2006. Its Dominican Republic slogans have included Claro que tienes más, and La red don todo es posible. Ecuador. In Ecuador, América Móvil was present with Consol until February 2011. The name Porta was switched to Claro as part of América Móvil's business strategy. It is the country's leading operator, with nearly 9 million subscribers. Honduras, El Salvador and Nicaragua. Claro was introduced in El Salvador, Honduras and Nicaragua in September 2006 as a rebranding of the former PCS Digital, ALU, Personal and Entel. Slogans such as Cubrimos tus momentos, Cubrimos tus lugares, Cubrimos tu nacia Cubden, Cubrimos tu diversa Cubden, Cubrimos El Salvador. Siempre está escubierto con claro. And hablamos de todo. Hablamos claro. Have been used in El Salvador. In Honduras, hablamos de todo. Hablamos claro. And claro que tienes más are two slogans that have been used. Claro. La vida en tus manos. Life is in your hands. And claro que sí have been used in Nicaragua. Guatemala. On November 16, 1996, the Guatemalan Congress passed the Ley General de Telecomunications. The General Telecommunications Law that stipulated the privatization of Guatel, the former, state-owned, telecommunications company. It was purchased by LUCASA and Ricardo Buesa became Telgua's first president and CEO until 2000. In 2000, it joined América Móvil and sometime after it renamed the brands ALO and PCS Digital to Claro on Guatemala. Claro was introduced in Guatemala on September 7, 2006 as a rebranding of Telgua-owned PCS Digital and Aluda PCS. As of March 31, 2007, Claro in Guatemala had more than 5.2 million subscribers, with CDMA/1X GSM EDG and UMTS HSDPA wireless technology. Jamaica. Claro was introduced in Jamaica as a replacement for the MiPhone company. Oceanic Digital Jamaica Limited was a wholly owned subsidiary of Arma Copyright Rica Marcubedville, providing service under the Claro name. The company built a GSM HSDPA network with a CDMA network, and plans included fixed wireless and broadband service on the CDMA network. The Jamaican company was acquired by Digicel in late 2011, and the network was closed in March 2012. Panama. The Panama government licensed América Móvil to use spectrum in Panama under the Claro name. The government aims to expand competition and mobile access to the Panamanian population. Peru. Claro began operation on October 11, 2005 after its acquisition of TI in Peru. The country has more than 9 million customers. Puerto Rico. Claro was introduced in Puerto Rico on May 18, 2007, 2014 as a replacement for Verizon Wireless. It is the wireless arm of Puerto Rico Telephone, which offers landline telephone and data services on the island. One problem with the transition has been the non-portability telephones to the United States, resulting in a preference for AT&T. Other activity. In 2012 Claro Americas was a partner in the campaign with Adidas, American Express, Converse, China UnionPay and Servian Trigger. The campaign's mission is to prevent the transmission of the HIV virus from mother to child by 2015, with a slogan fighting for an AIDS-free generation. See also, List of Internet service providers in Brazil. References. External links. Google plans 2015 Project ARA launch in Puerto Rico, partnering with Ingram Micro, Open Mobile, and Claro. Regional websites, Claro Argentina, Claro Brazil, Claro Chile, Claro Colombia, Claro Costa Rica, Claro Dominican Republic, Claro Ecuador, Claro El Salvador, Claro Guatemala, Claro Honduras, Claro Nicaragua, Claro Panama, Claro Paraguay, Claro Peru, Claro Puerto Rico, Claro Uruguay. Other Arma Copyright Rica Marcubedville brands, Telcel Mar Copyright Zico.